Hi, Cancer. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Let's dive in. Most vital messages for the Cancer people and placements. Queen of the Dead. Alrighty then. Very mysterious. For sure. Let's go ahead and check it out. Embracing your dark side naughtiness and using darkness for good. Fear not the rage of fire living within, for it is the power of your fierceness waiting to taste you fully. So maybe this is about your mindset, new gateway opening up with you and somebody else, perhaps. Gemini energy. Your higher self chose this card because you need to learn to be unafraid of your soul's darker, naughtier side. There is a deep power within you. You may feel scary or would be too much to handle if you unleashed it. Perhaps you fear what might become if you were seduced by the shadowy aspect of your spirit. Would you become too ambitious or power hungry or sacrifice your beliefs in pursuit of fame and fortune? Will you hurt people or forget your roots? Would you succumb to anger or find yourself difficult to get along with? These are all noteworthy feels. Maybe you're working through your feelings. But they shouldn't prevent you from integrating both sides of your spiritual being. Queen of the Dead is tempting you to explore. This is interesting as a topic, actually, because I was considering like about the religion of Christianity and how a lot of it has been like people trying to be as best as they possibly ever can possibly be, right? There's no, sins are bad. And then why is it that the church has so many sinners, right? You think that a religion that was based on so much purity um, wouldn't have, all that kind of child molestation and things like that. And so it's like the more they cover it up, it's really lying, honestly. And they're so ashamed to admit darker aspects of humanity, and that it becomes repressed and evil even more so. So it's just weird. Anyways, okay. These are all noteworthy fears, but they shouldn't prevent you from integrating both sides of your spiritual being. Queen of the Dead is tempting you to explore and use darkness for good. Rage, ambition, jealousy, and manipulation can be channeled for a good cause. Rather than viewing them as being bad, see them as opportunities for evolution and growth. These energies need to be useful, or I didn't say that. These energies to be useful, and your willingness to work with rather than against your demons is key for showing them the way to the light. Interesting. Yeah, this could be about reciprocity or like issues with give and take dynamics with other people, or maybe your job, maybe your health as well, your emotions as well. Like, especially if we repress a lot of emotions, they come out in weird ways, like in psychosomatic illnesses. If you've been repressing emotions for a long time, you could have been like covering them up with substances, right? Because you didn't want to accept, like you were trying to be nice, right? You're trying to be nice for everyone, right? So, and then you're covering up all these freaking, but really what you had to do is really claim that, go within, own your badassness, you know what I mean? So, cancers, oh Lord, moonlighting. So you could be working on a side hobby or a side hustle. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping the other job to pay the bills. Soon the dream career takes off and fully supports you. Alrighty, so let's see. Could be something about a twin flame situation here. Cancer. Messages for Cancer. Thank you. Yeah, you could be like turning off your compassion, or maybe you need to turn off your compassion. There could be a cycle that's not completed yet. There could be a change that's happening with divine timing about your emotions. Cancer. I think you're becoming like less emotional in general in some way. They're almost trying to get you to transmute or alchemize like any previous doubts or lack you've had into more strength. There could have been a level of aggression that was really suppressed for a long time. Maybe you being too compassionate was somehow like a people pleasing behavior that you learned from childhood. I think you're coming out of many fears, which will allow you to step into like a newfound sense of power, authority. Cancer. There could be messages coming in, or you're communicating with somebody to establish more wish fulfillment. Yeah, okay. It's like you're seeing something more clearly. Like you're seeing beyond somebody's prideful ego or something like that, or any traps that people try to lay for you. Let's go ahead and pull from this deck. Oh, Lord. Yeah, something here could have been like a lot of sex or a lot of passion. Cancer, messages for Cancer. You could be coming out of some conflict with somebody. Yeah, it's like maybe you're operating, maybe the conflict before that you've had with other people was as a result of like a lack of self-esteem or a lack of being able to advocate for yourself strongly enough. And as you develop the skills in advocating for yourself, you realize that you have less conflicts with people because you're just holding your ground more easily, right? I don't know why I'm thinking about this character now from You know what they said? Mars is going retrograde in Cancer, I think, really soon, like in November, and it'll be there for like quite a while. Retrograde through Cancer. They say when a planet is retrograde, I think Astrology Loca, that's her YouTube name, I think. She said that when a planet goes retrograde, it acts like the opposite sign. So Mars and Cancer going retrograde will act like Mars and Capricorn, which means it's a very strong Mars. You know, Mars and Capricorn. Capricorn's hard work, right? It's about being the authority, the leader. So I think you're stepping into that role at this time, definitely, probably more so than you have before, establishing boundaries or being very cutthroat, being very, because Capricorns can be reserved, but they're very like badass, right? At the same time, they're very efficient in how they speak. I have a Mercury in Capricorn, if you're wondering. But I was just imagining this character from, she's Julia Roberts, I think Emma Roberts is her name. Emma Roberts was in American Horror Story. I was imagining from the Coven season, like I see her in her, like I don't know why, but I'm seeing her like she's walking through like the there's a house next door to the Coven, and it's like owned by this like yes. Okay, so it's owned by this woman who's very religious, and she has a son, and she's secretly sexually abusing her son, and her son is like 18, 19, and he's being sexually abused by this religious fanatic woman who's just evil, but she thinks she's better than everybody, and she's totally shitting on the witches, right? And she's like, you guys are evil, and really she's the evil one, right? And so there's Madison Montgomery is walking through the house, and she like lights her curtains on fire, like just by walking by them. So I don't know, like there's something here about that. Like maybe that's important. I might just connect you. I might link it on the description. So if you are curious, please check that out. It'll be in the description. Maybe I'll find a Madison Montgomery video to show you. But yeah, it's like you're stepping into your dark side, right? Like Emma Roberts has a lot of Capricorn placements, I'm pretty sure. So that's interesting that I'm mentioning her now. And it's so funny that I was mentioning the whole thing about religion, and then I remember that in the Coven, the people next door that seemed to be super, religious and morally superior to everyone was actually like really perverted and fucked up. So, anyways, I don't know why I went down that route. Sorry, but anyways, yeah, it's like you're having the balls. I'm getting like you're having the balls to do something. Yeah, which is allowing yourself to establish more security. There's some kind of clarity and mastery and happiness coming in, especially the masculine. This person could have Leo placements. They could also have Scorpio placements. There's something that you're passionate about. Maybe you want to establish like a family with this person. Coming out of any delusion or illusions or deceptions from this person. A lot of love here. Very much siren energy here, right? Maybe you're feeling overburdened in work specifically as well, and you're trying to make choices, but you might feel like a bit of anxiety, but you're coming out of sadness, you're moving towards commitment. This could be a communication, you're manifesting communication with somebody. You could have been hermiting to try to like just like care for your own things at this time. Cats could be important as well. Very interesting for sure. I'm going to definitely find a video and link it, because I don't know why I was just randomly thinking about all that now. Anyways, Cancer. Spouse, yeah, wow. This man really loves this woman. You can see he's kissing her. There's a level of purity in her. So maybe you're learning how to like stand up for what's right. It's like out of a period of like, yeah, there was like conflicts, or like you have to fight for growth for something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's like you're helping your health or something like that. Like it's important that you put your own health first at this time as well. Let's see what you can expect in the future. What can Cancer expect in their future? Oh, shoot. Could be a gentleman pursuing you, and it looks like it's not the ending of something. So if you thought there was an ending to something, it looks like there's a key actually manifesting, maybe communication regarding reciprocity dynamics with this person. So very interesting reading for sure. Really good reading, honestly. I guess I'll pull a few extra juicy messages for you beautiful folks. Cancer, messages for Cancer. September, okay. People could be gossiping. Somebody here could have marriage issues. Stay at home. Kind of coming out sideways, so maybe you have been staying at home. Something from the past is like returning is the vibe it's giving. I mean, we are entering like Mercury retrograde later on in the month, so there could be like a revising of communication, especially with people with Sagittarius placements. Asmodai, interesting, that's a spirit. I'll grab you a few of these. Tea leaf. Cancer, messages for Cancer people and placements, please. Celebration, fun, enjoyment with an older man. I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for being here. It looks like you're really stepping into your baddie era with the April there, which can represent Aries energy, the blooms of spring coming in full force when the sun gains power. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you want to get a personal reading, you can message me on Telegram. And if you want to leave a tip, you can do through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Take care. Good luck.